Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to FFW Genesis. This is the final stop, ladies and gentlemen. The final stop before FFW Endgame. Everything has been set in motion. When we came back on the air, there was a #1 contender title tournament held. Darren Trinidad won that tournament. Immediately following that, Jerry Graham assaulted Darren Trinidad as well as Atlas in the following week in a one-on-one matchup. It has been nothing but pure assaults from Jerry Graham. Jerry Graham has made a name out of himself this past month as a coward, as somebody who possibly may not deserve to be the champion. And tonight he has as Steve Baker termed it, a warm-up match, as Jerry Graham is going against Sage tonight in a non-title one-on-one matchup. Just a few hours before FFW Endgame, before Jerry Graham has to defend his FFW championship. But could you imagine if Sage was able to beat Jerry Graham tonight? It would set a precedent. It would get into the psyche of Jerry Graham. I think that Sage can do it tonight. All Sage has to do is focus and keep himself prepared for anything that Jerry Graham can throw at him. So we're going to find out in just a few moments, can Sage weather the storm of the current FFW champion, Jerry Graham? We're definitely going to find out in just a few moments. And you can't underestimate somebody like Sage. He's such a gifted athlete, and he's got a unique skill set. It's just a matter of, can he weather the storm of Jerry Graham? You got to believe that Jerry Graham's going to come out here and try to make quick work of Sage, just to keep himself warmed up, so to speak, because that's what Steve Baker is setting this match as, a tune-up match for Jerry Graham, so that he can make sure he's nice and nimble in just a little less than 72 hours at FFW Endgame. So our current reigning FFW champion, Jerry Graham, scheduled to take on Sage in a one-on-one matchup. And ladies and gentlemen, this is nothing more than a glorified, unfortunately for Sage, this is going to be a beatdown. And I don't agree with this, not one bit. Darren Trinidad, of course, was given the night off. But Jerry Graham making his way to the ring now, taking his time, a smirk on his face there, as you see. Jerry Graham, I hope he's ready for Endgame. I hope he does not take Darren Trinidad lightly, because Darren Trinidad is coming with a plan. Darren Trinidad can do the unthinkable. By beating Jerry Graham at FFW Endgame, it'll set a whole new standard for who and what a champion should be. I personally was a huge Jerry Graham supporter throughout most of this title reign that he has had, until just recently. Like I said, Jerry Graham has turned his back on the fans. He's basically said he doesn't care about the fans, he cares about success and money. And that's understandable to an extent. Because you need money to pay your bills. You need money to put food on your table. However, Jerry Graham is going about it all in the wrong way. And here we're getting ready to get this underway. Jerry Graham versus Sage. A non-title matchup. And Jerry Graham, quick uppercut there. And countering Sage as Sage tried to react with the strike. And as you see, Jerry Graham taking down Sage to the mat. Nothing fancy. Right now, Jerry Graham is just throwing his weight around here against Sage, as he's laying across the chest of Sage, followed up by that big right hand. And now look at Sage with the rear waist lock, but Jerry Graham countered with a snapmare into the rear chin lock here. Oh, and a clubbing blow across the chest. And as you see, Jerry Graham, 2 big right hands there, followed up by a big back drop. As you see, Jerry Graham is just taking his time. It doesn't look like he's in any rush. The fans are trying to will Sage back into this matchup against the FFW champion. Jerry Graham sending Sage into the corner. Sage bounces out there. And that rotating neck break. Look at Jerry Graham from the top, from the second rope there. A diving elbow. But not even a 1 count as Sage gets his shoulder. Oh, big lunging clothesline in the seated position. Now, Jerry Graham, a basic standing clothesline. Nothing fancy about it. You can hear the fans' reaction to Jerry Graham as Jerry Graham is gaining momentum here. The fans are booing. Now look at Jerry Graham with the suplex. Oh, and then throws. He just threw Sage. What is Jerry Graham thinking here? Full Nelson in the corner, Jesus. And as you see Sage trying to catch his breath. And Jerry Graham is just picking his spots. Sage, a little bit of fight in here. Sage trying to get something going against the FFW champion. And a big attempt at springboard, but Jerry Graham rolled out of the way. And don't get me wrong, Jerry Graham is a world-class athlete, but so is Sage. And right now, though, Sage just not looking as if Sage is not having a good time right now. Big uppercut there by Jerry Graham. As Jerry Graham is just pounding away here. Kick to the abdomen, followed up by a big DDT. And it doesn't even look like Jerry Graham's trying to go for a pinfall. I think he's just trying to send a message to Darren Trinidad that he will do whatever it takes. And again, that throwing suplex, nothing fancy. You can hear the fans overwhelmingly booing our FFW champion. And 6 months ago, they were screaming at the top of their lungs that they loved Jerry Graham. And now, oh, big right hand there in the corner. And that flying clothesline. Jerry Graham signaling for something here. As you see Sage trying to maybe crawl away. Kick to the abdomen here. Jerry Graham setting it up. That's 1 powerbomb right there. The second. And a 3rd big powerbomb there from Jerry Graham. Jerry Graham did not go for the cover, but Sage pulling himself up, trying to pull himself back to his feet here on the thigh of Jerry Graham. And wait a second, Jerry Graham hooking the arms here. Double underhook, and then, oh! Pedigree. Jerry Graham now hooking the far leg in the cover here. 1, 2, 3, and that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Jerry Graham barely broke a sweat. Jerry Graham just sent a message to Darren Trinidad. I think Jerry Graham is saying that he is ready for Endgame. I mean, I would say congratulations to Jerry Graham, but honestly, Sage was about as effective as a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest tonight. And Jerry Graham throwing his weight around in this match. That's all it was. He was just throwing his weight around, ladies and gentlemen. So, I guess, congratulations to Jerry Graham. You beat Sage, an adrenaline weight class wrestler, and you're a heavyweight weight class wrestler. But up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have some tag team action. The Chocolate Drops taking on Damage Incorporated, Bryson and Mark Lester. I can't believe that Steve Baker booked that match like that. It's very, very unfortunate. As the Chocolate Drops getting ready to make their way to the ring. And you know, when I hear the Chocolate Drops theme song, I always get a little bit excited. It's got a very rhythmic pattern to it. It makes you want to just bob your head. Unfortunately, the wrestlers that use this theme song, the Chocolate Drops, they aren't exactly liked by the fans. But it's a good song nonetheless. It's a good theme song. But the Chocolate Drops looking to pick up a tag team win tonight against Bryson and Mark Lester. Although neither one of these teams are included in FFW Endgame in the tag team title picture, that matchup is going to be Anthony Guerrero Jr. and James Braden, the Chosen Ones, facing Ryan and Drew Haynes of the Haynes Brothers tag team. So that's the tag team title match. But the Chocolate Drops or Damage Incorporated, one of these teams, they want to pick up the win tonight. They want to at least maybe be next in line to compete for those tag team championships. As you see Bryson and Mark Lester on their way to the ring here, the fans in attendance cheering very loudly for Bryson and Mark Lester. Bryson and Mark Lester always able to have support from the fans. So we're about to find out who would win in this situation. And we've seen this matchup between them before, but these two teams usually have a back and forth tight skirmishes. Typically, you'll see Bryson and Mark Lester win a time or two, and then you'll see the Chocolate Drops win a time or two. So this is kind of even playing field here. It doesn't. One of these teams will win, one team will not. That's cut and dry, simple in its simplest form. But for Bryson and Mark Lester, if they win, maybe they'll get a shot at the tag team titles in the near future. Same can be said though for the Chocolate Drops. And it looks like Bryson and Tyrone Jennings are going to start things. Big uppercut there from Bryson. And a big right hand there. But as you see, Tyrone Jennings, a big headbutt, sending Bryson to the mat. Now Jennings going right for the throat. And this is why I love tag team matches. I love tag team matches almost as much as I love a championship match, ladies and gentlemen. Especially when it's a tag team match like this, you know, you get to see people like Tyrone Jennings and Bryson tangle, and you know, Tyrone Jennings, a big man, and a big alley-oop, sending Bryson to the mat on his face, but Bryson forcing himself back to his feet here. Bryson not wanting to let Tyrone Jennings get too much momentum, and as you saw, Bryson knocked over the referee as he fell down. Tyrone Jennings tagging in Damian Wallace. And a big spear and clothesline combination. And Damian into the cover here. And already up to a 2 count for Damian Wallace. That clothesline and spear combination may have knocked Bryson for a loop. A quick snap suplex there from Damian Wallace. And for the Chocolate Drops, or even for Bryson and Mark Lester, these two teams have been building and building and building as much of a following and as much backbone as they possibly can, as long as I've seen these teams as teams. When Bryson and Mark Lester became a team, they instantly started trying to work together to the best of their ability. And a big knee there from Bryson. The same can be said about the Chocolate Drops. However, the Chocolate Drops and Bryson and Mark Lester have both these teams have tasted tag team gold, so they know what it's like to be the tag team champions, and that speaks for both teams. So we know that both of these teams are more than capable of holding tag team gold around their waist. As Bryson sends Damian to the far corner, that overhead belly to Damian, followed up by a big knee drop. And this is why I love being a broadcast and analyst, ladies and gentlemen, because I get to see matches like this all the time. But there's nothing that I enjoy more than getting to do it in an FFW arena. I enjoy doing it for other companies as well, but I love it when I get to do it for FFW. It's such a rush, especially, like I said, especially when you get to call tag team matches. It can get pretty chaotic. It can get very chaotic at times, but it makes it very much worth it. And a basic suplex there from Mark Lester and Damian Wallace. And Tyrone Jennings has not been in this match since he tagged in Damian Wallace. And Damian Wallace, the smallest man in this matchup. As the knee right to the forehead there. Now into the cover as Tyrone gets in the ring, breaking up the pinfall attempt here. Look at this backdrop, as you see Mark Lester jumping back up to his feet. We've seen Mark Lester come into a special breed of his own. Did you see that big shoulder tackle there to Tyrone Jennings? Mark Lester here. Let's see. He's waiting for Wallace, and oh Jesus! That big elbow there, going for the cover. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. That big elbow right to the chin of Damian Wallace allowed Mark Lester and Bryson to pick up the win tonight, showing that they are still a force to be reckoned with as a tag team. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have to cut to our first commercial break of the night, so sit tight. Up next, Yuri is in action. So we'll be back in just a few moments, ladies and gentlemen. Hang tight. Congratulations goes out to Bryson and Mark Lester. Man, that was a wicked elbow, and it comes out of nowhere, ladies and gentlemen, when Bryson hits that elbow. Just out of nowhere. Literally out of nowhere. We got to take a quick commercial break, so we will be back, ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, so sit tight.
Hi, I'm Die Hard, the creator of The Power Plant, the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer, and today I want to talk to you about becoming a member of Frontline. Now, a lot of people tend to ask this on various forms of social media, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, on Xbox, on PlayStation, wherever. Well, there's one simple solution on how you can do that, and it's a very simple website to learn and to remember. That website is www.tpp2k.com. All you have to do is go there, fill in your information on the application section, and if I feel that you are good enough for Frontline, I will choose you. But more than likely, you can't cut it, because I only want the best of the best, and unfortunately most of you are not the best of the best. So again, if you are interested, go over to the website and do what you got to do, because you know what? It's a lifestyle choice.
And we're back here, folks, and I found out as that most recent commercial was playing, Yuri's opponent tonight is Travis Porter, and again, that just doesn't make sense to me. Again, a huge weight difference, almost like what happened with Jerry Graham versus Sage a little bit earlier this evening. Travis Porter not backing down from the challenge. Travis Porter, though, not the biggest dog in the fight, no doubt about it. Travis Porter weighing in at 212 pounds tonight. Going against a 325-plus pound Yuri. That's a huge difference. That's almost twice his weight. It's his weight and a half. And Travis Porter, though, the fans are behind Travis Porter. And I think the fans have always been behind Travis Porter. And I think that's I think that's a good thing. I think that it's great that Travis Porter has that much support from the FFW universe. But tonight, I think that Travis Porter is going to need as much support as possible because he's got a huge task in this man, Yuri. Yuri has made quick work out of almost all of his opponents. The only opponent thus far that has defeated him has been Darren Trinidad, and that was a title the number one contender tournament. So that was very high stakes for both Yuri and Darren Trinidad. But Yuri, I think he has since avenged that loss. Not necessarily avenged it against Darren Trinidad, but he has avenged that loss with being undefeated since then. He has not lost a single matchup since that time. As Yuri just taking his time, making his way to the ring now. Yuri does not look like he is in any sort of a rush. As you see, I mean, Yuri just towering. He's towering over the Travis Porter. If you put Travis Porter and Yuri, when they get in the ring to go against each other, you're going to see the difference in height and size. There's no other way of looking at it. There's just a huge difference, a physical difference between these two. And I question why management booked this matchup. Because for Travis Porter, I mean, this is almost, I mean, I'm not saying that Travis Porter can't pull it out, but this is horrible. As you see, as you see, I mean, look at the size difference here. As Yuri knocks Travis Porter down, this is the common occurrence that happens. That big chop followed up by a big splash going for the cover, and a long one count already. And again, it's a size, a big size thing for Yuri over Travis Porter. Basic side headlock takedown, nothing fancy. Basic side headlock takedown, and now Yuri's starting to just, he's taking his time here against Travis Porter. Travis Porter stirring and getting back to his feet, using the ropes to help himself up already. We're barely 30 seconds into this matchup. And look at this release German suplex from Yuri to Travis Porter. Ooh, that kick to the abdomen. This is just, I don't know why management would book this type of match, ladies and gentlemen. As you see, Yuri here elbowing the chest of Travis Porter, and those elbows are massive. Those elbows are almost the size of Travis Porter's head. And as you see, Yuri just shoving Travis Porter back down to the mat. Again, going off the ropes, big body splash there. That time not going for the pin. And Yuri is more or less having his way with Travis Porter. Sending Travis Porter into the far corner. Oh, a big, big body splash. Again going for the cover. And a 2 count. Travis Porter able to get his shoulders off the mat. And now Yuri here looking for a suplex, it looks like. No, he turns him and drops him right on his head. And Yuri taunting to the fans here. As Travis Porter starting to crawl towards Yuri. As Yuri is stalking Travis Porter. Wait a second, Travis Porter counters there. Big standing drop kick does not knock the big man down. Another drop kick does not knock him down. But that rib kick will send him into the corner here. Travis Porter might be having his second win right now. Trying to keep the big man down. A series of strikes, ladies and gentlemen. Travis Porter now singling out the thighs. If he can take the big man down and just stay on the offensive. Porter going off the ropes. Oh, a drop kick right to the knee, dropping Yuri down to his knee, allowing Travis Porter. Big DDT there. But, I mean, has the damage already been done to Travis Porter? I mean, is he just buying himself a little bit of reprieve, a little bit of time? Another drop kick again knocks Yuri down to one knee. A big back chop there. And for Travis Porter, he's got to keep the pressure on the big man. Again, a one count. Oh, and a big running into Yuri. But Yuri getting back to his feet already. Now Travis Porter, quick snap suplex. As you see though, Travis Porter still getting to his feet very, very slowly. Wait a second, knee to the ribs. Travis Porter, the rough ride. Porter into the cover here. And a long one count for Travis Porter against Yuri. Big attack. Oh, and a big right hand there from Yuri. And now Yuri has Travis Porter up. He's got him up high and slams him down, and with that front slam in the cover here, and that is all she wrote after that big slam. Travis Porter had a little bit of a comeback, just a little bit, but it just, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, was not enough as Yuri able to hit that one finishing maneuver and put away Travis Porter. So congratulations goes out to Yuri. It was almost a hard-fought victory for you, as you see Yuri bringing his hand away from the referee, saying that he did it on his own. Ladies and gentlemen, up next we have the main event of the evening. Riley Thompson versus Lance Owens. And immediately following that, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That would mean in 72 hours, FFW ended. So again, congratulations goes out to Yuri. A successful win was won. A win was picked up by Yuri tonight. Congratulations on that. But honestly, ladies and gentlemen, Yuri didn't exactly have too much of a challenge from Travis Porter. He dominated Travis Porter 90% of that matchup. But Lance Owens getting ready to come to the ring. And Lance Owens, he's got a huge task tonight because he needs to keep himself healthy. He found out earlier today that he is competing against Rollin Ryder at FFW Endgame for the FFW Internet Championship. So for Rollin Ryder, for Lance Owens, this is his first singles title opportunity. So for Lance Owens, this is a big deal. He's got to keep himself healthy tonight against Riley Thompson. He cannot afford to get injured or to sustain much damage. As we are awaiting the arrival of Riley Thompson, Lance Owens pacing back and forth in the ring, and you got to believe that tonight Lance Owens wants to try to end this matchup as quickly as he possibly can. Like I said, he cannot afford to sustain a huge amount of damage because in just a few short hours, 72 hours, he's going to be facing the Internet Champion for the Internet Championship. So, but Riley Thompson, you got to believe he's looking to maybe soften up Lance Owens a little bit tonight. As you see, Riley Thompson not wasting much time coming to the ring tonight. Getting ready to get this matchup underway. Riley Thompson versus Lance Owens. Not in title, just a normal one-on-one matchup. Just a test of will between these two. And I can't think of a better way to cap off our final match before Endgame. Lance Owens, one of FFW's favorite wrestlers, against possibly one of FFW's most hated wrestlers in Riley Thompson. So here we go, a standing tie-up here. As Riley Thompson with the side headlock takedown, followed up by that big right hand. But Lance Owens showing that he is no pushover. This is possible. There's a good chance that this is going to be a wrestling clinic, ladies and gentlemen. And that quick elbow there from Riley Thompson, but Lance Owens, he came prepared tonight, but so did Riley Thompson. These young men want to give it everything they possibly can. A series of back chops there in the corner from Thompson, followed up by that final big one. Thompson goes for the cover here. We're up to a 2 count already. Oh, and a big running boot there. Into the cover again goes Thompson. Another 2 count as Thompson trying to put Lance Owens away from him, but Lance Owens refusing to stay down. Now Riley Thompson smashing the knee to the mat. And, oh, that standing sidekick there from Lance Owens. And that will definitely, that'll cause you quite a bit of pain. Some pain you don't want to feel. And as you see Lance Owens here doing his patented multiple elbow drops here. Like I said, I get dizzy every time I see this, ladies and gentlemen. I see Lance Owens dropping his series of elbows, and it just makes me wonder. He slicks his hair back, drops that final elbow, and I'm always surprised that he's not dizzy after he does that. It's just circle elbow, circle elbow, circle elbow. Almost a 3 count there for Lance Owens off the series of elbow drops. Quick duck under. Oh, and a psych out. Oh, and a big clothesline there. Now Lance Owens ascending the top rope, jumps off, big diving elbow. Now look at Lance Owens. A basic wrestling submission. Just trying to wear down Lance Owens. Excuse me, Riley Thompson. And we've seen a change in Lance Owens over the course of the past few weeks. Lance Owens has started to take it very serious in the ring, which is good. But it's good that he still has a good time. He's still having a good time in there, and that's what's important. And I think that, in large part, has awarded and allotted Lance Owens the chance to compete for the Internet Championship this weekend. And as you see, Riley Thompson clipping the nose. Oh, and Riley Thompson, that clubbing blow to the back. Big knee sending Owens to the outside, spilling to the outside mat there as Riley Thompson now pandering to the FFW fans. Wait a second, Lance Owens getting back in the ring. Big clothesline to the back. Going for the coverage here. And Lance Owens was thinking that was enough, but it was only a 2 count. Oh, big slap there. Thompson, with that kitchen sink. But wait a second. Thompson with that choke release suplex. Again going for the cover. 2, and a 2 count for Riley Thompson as Lance Owens able to get his shoulders off the mat. Now look at Riley Thompson with a Dragon Sleeper submission here. The referee is in perfect position to see if Lance Owens submits here. And Lance Owens can't really squirm to the ropes. He can't really move around. He's in a position where he's either got to tap out or find a way to get out of this submission hold. And Riley Thompson, though, laying the pressure on thick tonight. Basic scoop slam, nothing fancy. Again, going for the cover. And a 2 count. And, you know, I think that Dragon Sleeper, you know, it did its damage out. That's definitely for sure. It did some damage. And a big uppercut there from Lance Owens. Lance Owens may not collectively be all there right now. He may still be a little groggy, but he's still got some fight left in him. Now Lance Owens, he's thinking about something. Big elbow right to the kidneys. What is Lance Owens thinking? Lance Owens, big clothesline. As you hear the fans coming alive here for Lance Owens. Again, into the cover goes Owens, but Thompson gets his shoulders off the mat before even a 1 count. Wait a second, Lance Owens, that jumping side kick into the cover again. Is this going to be it? He thinks it might be, but a 2 count. As Riley Thompson again gets his shoulders off the mat. And for Riley Thompson treats every match like it is his last matchup. He does not want to lose. Again, Owens into the cover here. 2, almost a 3 count again. Owens sending Thompson to the corner. Oh, and a big knee there. Now Owens sending the second rope. Another jumping elbow. Wait a second. Lance Owens looking for something here. Owens, oh, with the backcracker. Owens crawling into threw his arm over for the cover here. This may be it. And 3, and that is all she wrote. Lance Owens going out on a high note tonight, heading into FFW Endgame. Lance Owens picked up a huge win tonight against Riley Thompson as he gets ready to compete against Rollin Ryder in just a little less than 72 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time for tonight. Less than 72 hours, FFW Endgame. It is it. It is the final destination for FFW this year. So you definitely want to tune into that one, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host, Christopher Billings. Take care of each other. Be safe. We'll see you in 72 hours at FFW Endgame. Have a good night, everyone.